But there is a veil of darkness around the message. Apparently, a time will come when the people of Israel as sons will judge the earth. Israel is already considered sons of Elohim by covenant. Here is a verse out of the prophetic book of Isaiah, which describes this relationship.
Isaiah 45, verses 9 through 12. Woe to him that quarrels with his maker, a potsherd among the potsherds of the earth. Shall the clay say to him who fashions it, What are you making? Or your work? He has no hands. Woe to him that says to the father, Why do you procreate? Or to a woman, What are you laboring over? In this manner, Yahuwah, the Kadesh One of Yisrael, and his Maker, asked me of the things that are to come. Concerning my sons, and concerning the work of my hands, command me. I have made the earth, and created man upon it. I, even my hands, have stretched out the heavens, and all their hosts have I commanded.
Within the context of this verse, Yahushua was being accused for two major reasons. One, he was performing miraculous acts claiming the authority of Yahuwah, his father. And secondly, he was claiming to be Yahuwah's son, something Israel itself is called to be. So understanding the meaning of Elohim, which later evolved through translation to God, really helps clarify the entirety of Scripture. A brief example, John 5:12. Tom, would you read?
Sure. They, the Pharisees, asked him, this was a sick man by the pool who was healed on Shabbath, Who is the man that said to you, Take up your bed and walk? In other words, who had the authority to heal you this way on the Shabbath? Authority, Elohim, is the individual or being who has been given the authorized use of strength and authority of Yahuwah.
Let's summarize a couple points. First, there is a distinct difference between the word Elohim and the name Yahuwah. Yahuwah is our Creator's name, and El or Elohim is a position relating to authority and strength. Second, Israel is given a choice who to acknowledge as their Elohim, whether Yahuwah or some other. Yahuwah often says statements like, I will be an Elohim to them. In fact, Yahuwah states that he is Elohim of Elohim. Another example of this is in Deuteronomy.
I'll read chapter 10, verses 14 to 17. Behold, to Yahweh, Yahuwah, your Elohim belongs heaven, and the heaven of heavens, the earth, with all that is in it. Yet Yahuwah had a delight in your fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as to this day. Circumcise therefore your foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. For Yahuwah your Elohim, he is El of Elohim, and sovereign of rulers, the great El, the mighty, and the terrible, who regards not person, nor takes rewards.
So, Yahuwah doesn't say there are no others which are given authority as Elohim. To the contrary, he says that he is the one above and empowering those others, just as he is above other masters. He is the master of masters.
Yes, Yahuwah is Elohim of Elohim and Adonai of Adonai. The word Elohim, or perhaps in your translations God, is not anywhere near the highest word in Scripture. The highest is the name of Yahuwah. The people of Israel are very special because they were specifically chosen for the relationships that these verses have described. The whole of Scripture also demonstrates that Yahuwah views his chosen people as his sons, and they are to be given the authority to judge and rule with Yahuwah in harmony with his instructions, just as Moses was Elohim to Pharaoh. So Israel is intended to be given the relationship to the nations by Yahuwah. We are told that by faith we become sons, often translated children, of Elohim. In Hebrew, A son is one who shares the household of the father. This brings us to our conclusion.
In closing the discussion of this module, there are a couple of points that we want to make so you can more easily understand the language we will use going forward. Often the translators chose to replace Yahuwah with the Lord, in capital letters, or God. To the extent that we can identify the correct renderings, we will use his name, where his name is within the Hebrew text or incorporated into the New Testament by reference. We will use the word Elohim or the root El when it relates to authority.
If you recall where Jesus or Yahusha confronted the teachers of the law, the Pharisee, in a way that revealed their misunderstanding about the relationship they had as sons and Elohim. This should be a vivid example to us all that it is important that we attempt to understand the scriptures to the full extent that it is possible for each of us. Also that those who are teachers break free of traditions which keep them behind a veil of darkness and seek truth fervently.
Perhaps you noticed that we referred to Jesus, as your translation may say, as Yahushua. In the next module, we will show you what a special name Yahushua is. It represents far more than is normally appreciated. Please join us in the next module. Shalom.
Shalom.